A few days ago, some of my friends went to go see this movie, Sing. I didn't see it. I didn't really feel like it, but here's what I would probably say if I decided to go watch it. Oh, hey everybody, I just saw Sing. It was okay. It's the latest film from Illumination Studios. You know, the people who brought us these. I thought it was going to be awful, but it was okay. The singing was okay. The animation was okay. All these anthropomorphic animals, and they're all trying to be better musicians, and then this koala guy is like, I'm gonna put on a show, and then he does it, and then the animals get better at being musicians, and then everyone cheers for them. Oh, and there's also pop songs.
Oh my gosh, look at her butt.
You know, it's way too easy to complain about that stuff, so I'm just gonna not complain. Look, I don't have much good to say about this movie. I don't have much terrible to say about it either, but it's just kind of one of those movies that you see and you're like, oh, that happened, and oh, what's that over there? I think a big part of why this movie didn't really work for me was, weirdly enough, the trailer. And that's not really fair because, you know, the movie is the movie and the trailer is the trailer, and they should both function as separate entities. But the trailer, oh my god, the trailer is awful. The trailer just shows you the entire plot of the movie. Just the entire plot of the movie. Okay, maybe not the entire plot, but definitely at least 75% of it. I think it was playing before Moana. That's when I saw it. I said, don't show this before Moana, because that is just digging your own grave. That's what that is. That's what that is. I think probably my favorite part about this movie was Seth MacFarlane as this little mouse thing. He was kind of funny sometimes. This is Seth MacFarlane. He's a big hit or miss guy. This chameleon character, I liked her too. Other than that, all the characters were just the most stock characters. I mean, there's this gorilla, and he wants to be a singer, and his dad's like, no, you can't be a singer because I'm the dad, and I'm supposed to say no, and that's my only role in this film. And later, they show, this isn't a spoiler, they show this in the trailer. The dad he's looking at the son. He's like in prison or something, and I guess they have TVs in prison, so they're looking at the show, and they're watching the show, and then he sees his son playing and singing. He's like, that's my son! That's my son! Oh my god, my son! My son, how did I ever doubt my son? And I said, why are you gonna... Ignoring that this is a huge, ridiculously overdone cliche, why would you show that in the trailer? Why would you show that? Even the people who for whatever reason, I guess they don't watch enough movies, even the people who see the gorilla and they're like, oh no, his dad really hates him. Oh no, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I mean, even those kind of people, like, you spoil it for them. Don't spoil that kind of stuff. Even if it's cliche, it's still a big plot point. Don't spoil that kind of stuff. I realize I'm not giving much of an analysis, and I apologize for that. But that's really the kind of movie it is. It's just a big okay thing with some things I can complain about and some things I liked. A comparison I feel I have to make is with the recent Disney movie Zootopia, which also starred a bunch of anthropomorphic animals in an urban setting. But in that movie, there was a reason for them to be animals. It served the plot. There was a purpose. And Sing, they could all just be people. They could all be sock puppets. It wouldn't make a difference to the story at all, but I guess they have to be animals because kids won't watch people. Kids hate people. Kids. I'm very sweaty. It's hot in here. I'm gonna take this off. Hold on. That's better. Whew. Now I'm cold. Whew. Cold nipples, pointy nipples. Yeah, I mean, the worst part of the movie is that plot. It's that unbelievably cliched plot that you can predict from the very second the movie starts. From the very second the trailer starts, you can predict everything. Then they show everything. They show, like, the elephant or the pig or whoever it was, and she's struggling with something. She's struggling. Isn't everybody, though? But she's having a hard time on stage, and then the audience starts cheering. And I'm like, wait, if you're watching the film, don't you want to not know whether the audience is going to start cheering or whether the audience is going to start booing or whatever? Because that's interesting. That's keeping the audience like on their toes. But if you show how the audience in the movie reacts... I just dropped the thing I was holding. This is the latest movie from Illumination Studios, I have only seen one other film from, and that's Despicable Me 2, and I thought that film was okay. But other than that movie, I haven't been even remotely interested in seeing any of the others. It just seems like, whether you have Disney, Pixar, and DreamWorks, which is kind of hit or miss lately, but you got these, and Laika, of course, you got these other animation studios making stuff that is wonderful for kids and wonderful for adults as well. And then all these Illumination films, from what I've seen in trailers and clips and stuff, it just seems like it's all just for kids, which is fine. But, I don't know, make a movie that a kid can see, grow up, watch the movie again, and see something deeper in it. It's really it. It's that cliched plot that you can guess from the first second of the movie. You can guess from the first second of the trailer, even. And you don't have to guess because they show so much stuff in the trailer. They basically show the entire plot of the. If you saw the trailer, you saw the movie, man. You saw the movie, man. Sing. It was okay. C+. Nah. I don't know if I'd ever want to see it again, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't throw a riot if I had to see it again. It was okay. It was again. Yeah. It was again. And that's what I would say if I saw Sing. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life?